Guys, I'm Billy Mack, and this is what it's all about. Welcome back to my channel. All right, crew, so this is another day. I'm just off to the little convenience store, little corner store we have up here in our community. I can pick up a couple things for Jamie and I. Then I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna undercoat a car or two today. That's kind of just something I do on the spare, on the side, just to make a little bit of extra money. I used to do quite a bit more. I used to flip some cars as well and detail some cars as well, but kind of where we're at right now, we're in the middle of nowhere, so it's tough. And it's also tough to do that kind of stuff in Canada these days because the government's got their hands in your pocket all the time. So you try, you work your butt off to do a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more, and they just take more and more and more. So sometimes it gets pretty frustrating. However, we got to keep pushing through it. I don't want to sound like a bitch and moan, but we got to push through it. Either way, I'm going to head up to the store. When I get back, the gentleman's going to have his car dropped off, and we'll get to work. Whew. All right. So we're back from our walk. We just sat down, had a little bit of a snack. Still doing keto. And it's feeling good? Not really. About the second day, third day, you get into the keto flu. It don't feel great. It don't feel great. But there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's got to be a little bit of pain before you reach your goal. So I'm going to get started on that truck right now out there, the Ford Maverick or whatever it is. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. I'm going to see how much room I got under there. I don't know if I have to jack it up or not. I'm going to go check. But first, what I'm going to do is get the compressor all filled up and get my undercoating all in the gun, and I'll show you guys the process. All right, so this is a Ford Maverick. I forgot, you got to pull the hood twice. Out here like an idiot. Open this up. All right, so basically under here, what I do is I spray the strut towers, a little bit of the metal under there. He's had this done before. Some people will spray under the hood, but that just creates a lot of mess. However, if it was already done, I would have done it. I will, however, do inside these little crevices, and the same as inside the door. So I'm gonna get this all set up, and let's go fill up the gun. All right, so basically, take it from that bucket, pour it in this cup, pour it in that container, and about a container and a half should do this little car. Bigger trucks, you might 2. Smaller cars, a little over 1, maybe 1, depending on the size of the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the hopper all filled up here, and then we'll get under the car. All filled up, ready to go, plugged in. Now I'm going to get all in here in this section. Just going to close the door because this stuff here. Today's video is sponsored by Monster Energy. Yeah. What are we doing here? Let's turn this on. Get some AP, some air pressure. All right. All right, so I'm gonna get this all sprayed. I'll be back in a sec. All right, all done. Got all in there, all under there. I did do inside the doors. I don't know if they were ever done before, but there is some crevices. So I did all under here, as you can see, and in the holes up there, and the hinges, and inside the side of the tailgate. Did around there as well, around the hitch. So this one here, not too bad. It only took a little over a jug, so yeah. Not too bad. It's pretty clean underneath. Not very dirty at all. So that makes things a lot easier. And it was done before. So adding to the old stuff is always good. Yeah. Face is all messed up now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put that stuff away. Let this sit for a bit. Give him a shout. Tell him he can come get it in about a half hour. I like for it to dry on a little bit. It's probably not going to make much of a difference if it's dry or not. Either way. That's just what I like to do. So I'm going to get that done, get everything put away, and I'll be back. All right, so that's like a quick $80. Material's not too bad. It costs a little bit to get into it, a few $100 per season, but it's really not that bad. So if I can do, I mean, the goal is 30 cars this year. You're not getting rich, but it's just a little bit of extra cash that's on the side. You can take that cash, reinvest it into something else. So normally what I used to do is any of the cash that I got from doing these side jobs, cleaning or undercoating, I would then buy a cheap car, fix it up a little bit and flip it and just keep rolling it. I haven't been doing that very often as of late, and I should get back into it because it is pretty good money. You do claim, like for me, because I have the businesses, I will claim the end. So if I buy a car at the end, flip it, whatever profit I make, whatever profit I make, then I'll claim that to a point. And then you take that money that you use from that car that you flipped, buy another car, and you keep going. Like sometimes you can start literally with $200 worth of supplies, some time, and work your way up to 10 grand. Fairly quick too. So the idea is to know what you're getting into with a car, know what's selling. You don't want to go out there and buy something that you like. A lot of people do that. You might like what's selling and what's profitable, but the key is to try to find, like right now, the economy is a little weak. People don't have that extra money, but people also can't afford to take a loan out on a car, especially 84 months at $600 a month. I mean, people just can't afford that. So what I like to do is keep my cars that I flip in around the $3,000 to $6,000 range. And then you can make a little bit of money. You're not going to get super rich off one, but you can keep flipping that all the way up. I try not to go too big. I've got caught a couple times where I've got some cars that were pretty cool and they were a little bit of money, but in the end you make similar profit. So the best thing to do is to get something cheaper and roll it. Keep rolling it and keep rolling it and keep rolling it. So basically what I'll do is, instead of, like some people will tell you, take that car, whatever profit you make off that car, put it in the next car, keep moving up. What you could theoretically do that. Some people will get into like a $50,000, $60,000 car at the end. They keep moving up. But what I like to do is I just take the profit from each car and keep buying similar cars. Because some you're going to lose on. So if you got that extra cash sitting aside that you use from one of the profits, you might take a hit on one and you have that cash there. But I like to say, if I buy a car for $3,000, put some time and effort into it, flip it for $4,000, you're not necessarily going to make $1,000 on it because you got to pay taxes on it. You got to pay this, you got to pay that. So say you make $300 or $400 off that $1,000 profit sale. Then I take that $300 or $400, I put it aside, go back and buy a car for $3,000, $4,000, and just keep doing that. So that seems to be a plan right now. That it is a little slow with the trucking, so we'll see how that goes, because now is a good time for people to be doing this, because not everybody, like I said, can go out and get an 84-month loan. Either way, I'm ranting and raving. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the lawnmower started and go chop up a little bit of grass. Yeah. All right, so I went out to start the lawnmower. It's not starting. I was going to boost it, but the car that I just did is in the way. So I decided I'm going to head to the gym, get a workout in. When I get back home, maybe I'll push out the lawnmower, get it started, and cut a little bit of grass. But for now, off to the gym. Are you guys going to the gym today? Did you guys get up and move today? Did you? Did you? Well, that was a good workout. A little over an hour and a half. I definitely needed that. For here, well, for my body, obviously, but definitely for here. And while I was in there, one of the things that kept playing in my mind is the amount of effort, time, and personal space I give to people that really don't deserve it. How many of us have dreams, goals, plans, and you surround yourself with people that either think that that's funny, don't believe in you, don't trust in you, and, only seem like they want to be around you to take advantage of what they can. And, we have to stop that. We have to get away from that. We have to separate ourselves from those people. It doesn't matter if they're friends, family, especially family. Like, people always say you have to be there for your family. You have to love them. I'm not saying that you can't love these people. All I'm saying is if they're bringing you down, then they do not deserve the effort that you're putting in. And it's detrimental. It's hard. It's hard to grow when you surround yourself with people who don't think you should grow or don't think you have the ability to grow. You get that in your mind. Like, I'm standing upstairs and thinking, this person said this person said that. And I'm not the type of person to let people get to me. But when you surround yourself with people all the time, you start to think that, well, maybe they are right. Well, here I am, 45 years old, and there's still things that I want to do. Why didn't I do it yet? There must be a problem with me. Well, there is a problem with me. I didn't take those steps. I didn't put the effort in 100% to get to those dreams, or sometimes they're new dreams. But like, I know for me, I was in a relationship, my ex-wife, we didn't groove. She's doing her best to keep the kids away from me. And you know what? That's tough. That gets in my mind. And I start thinking, well, maybe I wasn't a good parent. Maybe I should have done this. I should have done that. And I just got to look back. When I was in that relationship, no harm to her. I was just as bad for her as she was for me. But she was one of the biggest deterrents of success in my life. She was always the type of person that said, just get that safe job, just do this, you don't need to do that, you don't need to do this. Never grow, never push yourself. There came a point where I said, I got to do me for me. I left my situation literally with $70 in my bank account. And since then, I purchased 2 houses, started multiple businesses because I didn't have that in my life. But there's still people in my life that say things like that. There's still people that say, you know what, you came from this, that's silly. You can't do that. For me, I have to separate those people from my life. And there is people in my life that help and that are very supportive. Like Big G, for instance, he's very supportive. He's not the type of person, and I'm not knocking Big G, he's not the type of person where I look at and I say, that guy's motivated. He's exactly where I want to be. But he's got a big heart. He's loyal. And I guarantee he would die supporting me. And those are the type of people that you need to be around. But then I have family members who make stupid comments like, you can't do that. Oh, that's stupid. You weren't even great in school. You didn't, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't need those people. I don't need those people. I pretty well just accepted that. If you're not on my side, if you're not my cheerleader, you're gone. You're gone. And you guys need to do the same. You need to do you for you. Surround yourself with people that want what's best for you, just like you want what's best for them. And if you can't find anybody, do it by yourself. Do it by yourself. I am so lucky that I have a partner at home that absolutely loves me. I could tell her tomorrow that I'm going to build a rocket ship and go to the moon, and she would say, yeah, I support you. And that's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need. Either way, I'm going to get home. I'm going to make that partner that supports me a nice supper tonight. And we'll see what happens this evening. It is Canadian Thanksgiving tomorrow. There's a holiday, so we got nothing on the go. It's going to be good because normally I'm up early. As soon as our trucks start, I'm up panicking, waiting for the guy to get the call. The truck can't start. The truck got a flat tire. So it's nice on days where there's no trucks working, even though you're not making any money those days. It is nice where I can just not have that thought. I don't go to bed thinking I better wake up before the truck starts. So either way, gym was good. Sorry for the little rant, but that's just what's on my mind today. Gonna head home now. Supper time. Ta-da! For the first time in months, Jamie's actually cleaning and cooked stuff.
Yeah, right.
Dad's an asshole. Say it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jamie's just upstairs having a shower. Isabella's in bed. We're probably going to relax, watch a movie for the rest of the evening. So, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Not a whole lot going on. Hopefully, the video's not too boring for you. Either way, I do appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. So, guys, take care. Stay blessed. I'm Billy Mack. Welcome back to my channel.